Hey everyone, you're tuned into the False Graves podcast. I'm your host, AK Baby Do the Lightbringer, slowly clawing my way out of darkness.
And I'm your main man, Frick, the big kahuna, shredding waves of light at any chance that I get. And this week, we have the return of the Furman. Let's give it up. He survived. Tell the audience why you had to dip out last week.
All right, I just want to say for my team that we played a good game, and apparently the sun won because apparently playing microwave in the sun is a bad idea.
I wish we had the photos for the pod, but
Oh yeah, I should have pulled those up.
That would have been a good idea.
I'll try and pull them up throughout.
Did you hear the Lord beep as he pressed 30 more seconds incrementally?
Okay, 1 second. 1 second for the chat. All right. I did a bad thing, and I played chicken with the Lord, and the Lord checked my ass so hard, I got 3rd-degree sunburns.
the craziest thing is he's not lying. We've got the photos, but I haven't seen him look this good in months. It looks like he's, aside from his shoulders and maybe his legs, his face.
He's glowing.
His face is radiating.
What can be expected whenever you run head first into the light
Embrace the
with
light.
That's great.
I am bleeding from both of my elbows. I would like to stay away from the light. Thank you much. I will not be answering any more questions for the NBA.
So,
I'm gonna roll the intro real quick. Is that fine?
Oh yeah.
Welcome, moon and star. Come to me through fire and war.
Enough shit.
all right. For those who missed what happened during the intro, we're currently trying to figure out why St. John is a bastard.
I don't understand what, because I wanted to roll the intro.
No,
It's
for
one
the
of the only
clip?
things I get to do on this show.
No, it was for the imagery for the show.
Let's be honest, okay? The moment I saw you with that shirt on, it's an instant dead giveaway that you're a bastard.
No.
Absolutely.
I disagree.
I don't know. Stripes is.
It's just given dad, you know?
Given beat.
We agree on
Beach
something.
dad.
Yeah.
Monumental.
fucking
What
19
did you say it was given? Bowling?
Bowling.
No, thievery. Fucking dude.
Oh, a thief.
That's
It's giving one
Thieves
Christmas.
wear that shit.
yeah, dude.
I'm
Like-
wearing this shit.
You're wearing the fucking 1930s equivalent of like, hey, I stole some shit and I'm not in jail. Yeah.
Mhm.
He's thinking
Yes.
of mine.
Nah. Well,
He's
1
thinking of
second.
the
It'd be-
Hamburglar.
All right, dog. Whatever.
The Cham burglar.
Oh god.
Oh shit.
So, yeah. The sunburn.
Oh yeah.
This shaft is coming too much in my back already.
That's a lot.
Not
You
the
said
first-
right there. That was a lot.
Okay, now we got an angle.
So
Not-
here's
not-
what I want
We
to
gotta
ask.
angle the shaft.
I want to ask you something, Furman. I understand that the last 10 days have been excruciating misery for you, but I want to know where you see the light in your recovery. What's the positive that you've noticed, besides the bleeding elbows? That's not as positive as one might expect.
The good news is that I can still beat my girlfriend.
That's always the light of the end of it.
Yeah, exactly. Like I might not be able to lift my shoulders, but like I can still give her a mean pink belly, and that's enough.
Well, okay, wait.
Alrighty.
I guess I'm, one of the kiddies gathered around Unky Furman. What is a pink belly? What did you call it?
Okay, it's
What is
called
that?
all right, son. Go ahead. Stretch back. Just stretch
I
back.
do not feel comfortable doing
Oh,
that.
it doesn't matter. It's too late for that. So, what you do is you take your hand, right? Okay, kids, everybody watch. You're gonna want to
A little
just.
belly slap.
Well, you have to undo your buttons. It's
Okay, I'm not undoing my buttons.
Oh,
if you want me
no,
to
well,
undress, we
so-
had 15
so-
minutes before the podcast started.
Well, if you were 14, this would be a thing. But
Are you saying you wish that I was 14?
yeah, because I can beat the shit out of a 14-year-old. Right now, I'm sunburned.
So one of the questions I have is, I don't know we ever found out how you really got that sunburn. Did you go to sleep? Did you, what was it?
Well, only certain viewers of the podcast. By the way, St. John, you might want to go ahead and timestamp this.
Yeah.
Grappling guy. I went on his
Oh.
bachelor party.
Oh.
So let me tell you a little story about a guy named, let's make up a name, Wally.
Okay.
Now, this guy was a very normal, by the books fella.
Is this the sunburn story?
Oh, no. It's worse, actually.
Okay.
This one is never getting sponsored. And I have verifiable evidence over there.
Did he hold a knife? Did he hold a gun to your balls?
It was
Alright.
pretty fucking close. Now, imagine playing a cardboard game where you're Superman and your skills are so high that it's unreal.
Seems crazy to even conceive.
Yeah, no, dude, you can punch a guy through a wall, you can throw a gnome through a building, you can literally fuck an alligator.
Okay.
Man. Sounds
And-
like a good game.
Oh, it was. It was.
Man.
Until someone did.
Fucking alligator.
Pretty close.
Okay.
So a 12-foot guy with super muscles decided to go ahead and bust in on our D&D campaign. And
Damn,
I-
bro.
Yeah, I called
That's-
him.
That's Guinness World Record height.
Yeah, dude, he's fucking tall as hell. He's big as hell. He's built as hell, but he's got like octopus fingers. Okay, no big deal. Whatever. Yeah, guy's gonna octopus where he's gonna octopus. Well,
And so this led into you getting your sunburn how?
this has nothing to do with my sunburn.
Right.
Okay.
What?
The punchline.
I expect no
really-
less.
Yeah, I'm expecting a solid punchline here.
Oh, I'm gonna go ahead and leave that to our saint. So what happened? What happened?
It's time for the saint to
We're
take a deep
talking-
dive
I'm
in the
assuming
darkness.
you're talking about
Yep.
the D&D
Yep.
campaign you ran where he gather around the
Okay,
campfire.
St. John was there.
He
That's why he's a
created this
bastard.
big D&D campaign. He created this big bad, and the big bad, if I remember correctly, was Cokebeard,
No.
No?
Uncle Jay.
Uncle Jay,
That was your uncle, if you remember.
my character's uncle.
Yeah.
Um,
Sorry for.
okay, now I'm confused because I thought you were talking about the time we completely killed your bad guy immediately.
Oh, yeah, no.
Listen, I have to say, I'm learning right now, and like honestly, I have to. I know what St. John is giving. Whenever he did a close up on his face, it all became clear. Barber shop, okay.
Mm.
The closer to his face I got, here, do a little close up on yourself
3,
again. Let's just.
1. Whoa.
That man is
I'll be
chopping it
honest. I
up.
thought you were going for Barbara Streisand at first. That's
Oh,
what
that's
I was
Barbra-
that's
expecting.
close second.
Streisand?
Mm-hmm. You ever seen what she looks like?
Yeah,
Spitting image.
Go look in the mirror.
that is not at all what this looks like.
God, don't be mean. Jeez.
She's an attractive older woman.
Yeah, okay,
For older women.
No, I mean that Eli.
like young Streisand or not?
Oh, young.
Yeah.
Well, either or.
Raw. Streisand.
So
Exactly.
I already know
You
I got
gotta
like a
hit it.
massive nose, but Streisand has a big nose, like an incredibly large nose.
You're thinking of somebody else.
Guys,
You're
I-
actually thinking of.
I feel like we're
She
straying
does
from
have
the
a
light.
big
We need
nose,
to
yeah.
lock in for.
All right.
Yeah,
all right,
Let's go into the semantics,
Yeah, let's hit it.
the daily thing. So, tonight I'm feeling enlightened because I was presented with a gift. I won't say the name, and for those at home, I know you can't read, so there's no issue with potential sponsorships conflicts here. But I was provided this carbonated beverage, and there's something about it that really brings me some joy and some light.
Mm.
I drank one in 3 minutes before the episode started, so I can't express my. Honestly, I hate regular Dr. Pepper. I'm a huge hater. Diet Dr. Pepper, I'm cool with that.
The
The
best diet drink there is.
regular DP though,
Advanced DP though.
now we're talking.
Embarrassing confession: I've never had a diet Dr. Pepper.
Well, you can have
Good.
a sip tonight.
Don't.
Jeez.
No. St. John, run now. Now's the time. Go. I'll
bad.
hold them off.
BB, bastard behavior. That's what
Nah.
that is.
You can have a sip tonight.
No one's
Oh, I'd
guided
love a
you.
sip.
Dude,
No.
this is
No.
monumental. Yes, come do it.
No.
Now?
Come do it now.
On
You
tape?
will-
You will
Alright.
join the orb.
Dude,
no.
watch his aura increase in real time, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be epic.
I hate you both.
The
for
Saint is
this.
going to med school, and the Dr. Pepper is in his veins.
Now, when he gets back, the questioning starts. He doesn't know what line of questioning is about to befall him.
We,
See, this was
we
sort
had
of a test.
liquid death for you here, and you
See,
chose wrong.
Here's the question I have for you. I opened the door to the tasting,
Mm-hmm.
but Frick really carried the weight. He followed through. He kept suggesting it. He kept pushing.
I am, I'm persuasive.
But when push come to shove, you
I don't wanna be
chose to
associated
take a
with
sip of my Dr. Pepper.
Mm-hmm.
While mine was kind of hidden behind a canteen and his was out in the open. What led you to the decision to sip from my Dr. Pepper?
Okay, honestly, because you're the one who said I could have a taste.
Okay.
Also, I totally forgot his was over there, and he said that he had finished his. So I figured there was nothing in there. Yeah, it's empty.
Ah, well,
You could have got the
Nate-
scraps.
You could have had just a little taste, a little drop.
Oh my God.
So what are your thoughts?
What are my
Alright,
thoughts
well,
on
I'm
it?
scooching a little
Yes.
bit more towards the
What are
middle
the-
before
I want-
you fucking rattlers get
I want to
me.
ask you 3 things,
Okay.
okay? And just answer them in rapid succession. How do you feel as a man now that you've had, a taste?
The exact same.
Gross.
The exact same. How do you think this will affect your future?
Not in the slightest.
It'll be gross.
Not in the slightest. Wow. Okay, well then I guess the final question is, would you go out of your way to drink a Diet Dr. Pepper?
No, because it's gross. Sorry, I answered
No.
that.
It's all right.
And this has been a False Graves promotional sponsor.
On the t-shirt. It's all right.
Fuck you, diet. Fuck you.
Wow. So semantics.
Semantics
Let's
for
get
sure.
into those.
What a start, guys.
Yeah.
What
Oh,
a
yeah.
start.
All right,
We're really covering topics that we have put in the description right now.
I don't know what you guys put in for topic. I don't know what you guys want to talk about. I always have something to talk about. Cootermaxxing, for instance, but that's for a later time.
Indeed. I say
Oh.
Furman's been gone for, a week now. So I say we let Furman open the gate and, see where we go.
Okay. Do you guys want to hear about a rapper that murdered 14 babies?
Why,
I don't-
yes, I do.
Was it
Well,
Stitches?
I mean, if that's something you guys don't want to talk about, I
Is
don't
this
want to go
recent?
ahead. This is very recent.
Oh, okay.
Kanye snapped.
So, I mean, if this is something that you guys would be into, I mean, I would talk about
Okay,
it.
define into though.
Well, I mean, whether or not the interesting story about a man helping a woman kill 13 babies, a dual party murder session. But
Okay,
I
I'm
mean,
always into something new. I'm always into interesting stories. That's why I hit the Dr. Pepper. All right, I'm
Okay.
interested in trying things,
well, I mean,
but I'm
if-
not interested in
Well,
murdering
Frick was
14
interested
babies.
in black abortion in the past. A rapper, tends to have a lot of baby mamas. It would make sense that
Right.
he assisted many women in killing multiple babies.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
This is
That's
true.
where it gets interesting. So, boys, and you, St. John,
Okay.
lean in, kids. Okay, so the guy's name is David Ami.
Oh God, bro, it's not David. Dude.
Yes, it is.
he
Mr. Wrapped Eyebrows.
killed 14 babies and his girlfriend.
Just let me finish. Let me finish. I promise you the outcome is going to be worse than you think. So, he had a girlfriend from 13 to 17.
Yeah, her age, not his.
He assisted, allegedly, in killing them. We're talking like full goldfish scoopies.
Oh, it is abortion.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Whoa.
but it's at home.
That's
Yeah.
kind of crazy, actually. That's nuts.
Well, I know it's really been trending. A very nasty story.
Yeah, no, dude, I'm not gonna lie. Like, that's the story I read, and I'm not gonna lie. With a celebrity, those are typically the ones that are actually real.
Yeah, it's real. He's very likely going to prison for a long time. I mean, the proof is damning. Because he also killed her.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of one of those hard cover-ups.
Yeah, cover up the abortions by killing the woman. They'll never suspect anything.
Yeah, that's an easy cover. What,
Man, I almost got away with it too.
That's a conservative mindset
but
right
if
there.
it wasn't for you meddling kids,
It's like-
that dangerous,
And your
fellow.
dumb
I feel like a
dog.
conservative, like would hide abortions with murder and feel like it was a better. It's better
I
for
could
his
see
image.
that, man. I could see it.
Fucking, who was that one guy with the movie Rust? I think it was called. Alec Baldwin.
Oh yeah, he shot a dude on set.
Yeah, dude. Could you imagine a fucking up
I thought
that
he shot
hard-
Megan the Stallion.
No,
Tory
well,
Lanez.
Oh, why did I think that Alec Baldwin?
but
shot
it was
Megan
with
Thee
a real bullet. That's the
Dude,
problem.
people turn anything into a conspiracy these days. When Alec Baldwin killed that guy on set, I mean, I don't think it was intentional, but people are like, this was a Hollywood ritual sacrifice. Like this was literally a Hollywood sacrifice happening out in the open.
Well, I mean, to be fair, Alec Baldwin, that's not really a sacrifice. That's like
He didn't die.
I'm actually so sick of people like making conspiracies out of nothing.
Yeah.
It's
I'm
like my
not. We
biggest
need those
peeve.
guys. We
No.
need those
Well,
guys
my
because
thought is,
Sometimes it's actually nothing. And
well,
that's,
sure, but and you know what? Here's my point to that. You know, in like a lot of like mental institutions, at least one or two dudes think they're Jesus. You know,
And we need those people.
and you know, sure, maybe a lot of them are like not, but the ones that are
The-
potentially,
the ones that are Jesus.
you never know.
I think we're close to a point, maybe not, maybe we're already there, where the average person would benefit more from believing what they're told blindly than opting into the conspiracy racket. Like it's so saturated that I just genuinely believe just believing blindly is becoming the better option.
Actually, it is.
I think that just depends on who's leading the onslaught of ideas that are being put into your brain.
Yeah,
Because if that was the case, then that could get
algorithm.
sour really fast because most people are addicted to the algorithms. So it's not likely that good ideas would be pushed more than the darkness.
Yeah, exactly. The darkness is always pushed more than the light.
Mm-hmm.
But do you know why the darkness is always pushed more than the light?
Do tell.
Because the darkness is rooted in our animal brain. And the animal brain is the most easily manipulated brain. It's the most vulnerable state.
Right.
And so you stoke it. You stoke the animal brain.
Okay.
Honestly, whenever you think about, as you said, like the highly saturated conspiracy pocket of the internet, it really it plays to something that I like to call the isolation
Diatribe.
yeah, something like that. It's one of the key elements of the plans to snuff out the light, and that's confusion. Confusion is a huge part of the process for the darkness. And we need, yeah, man. You see, exactly.
He's dropping light bars.
It all
No,
and it starts.
No, he's so fucking wrong.
I'm not wrong, bro. And here's why. Okay, it starts with isolation. Okay,
Wow.
which how do you get people to want to be alone? Which if you ask people, it's like some people, a majority of the people's biggest fear is being alone, is isolation, and yet
No.
more and more people are starting to want it. There was this video I saw, and it had like a picture of like a huge plot of land, and there was like a little place for their house, their grandparents' house, their children's house, basically everything you need for a family compound. And the top comment with thousands of likes was a guy saying, nah, mine would look like this. And everybody's house was off of it except for his house. This got like hundreds of thousands of likes, bro. I was like, wow, that's the mindset of some people. And I think that's just so off. That's playing right into the hands of the all the darkness.
So a conspiracy I actually believe, like I don't know that it's 100%, but I believe it does happen. Is there's a lot of wholesome content that the video's wholesome and it's staged wholesome. Everything seems fine. You go to the comment section and it's nothing but degeneracy. So an example would be motherhood. Stay-at-home mom talking about raising 2 kids and enjoying her life, yada yada. You go to the comments. I've been a mother for 20 years. I love my kids. Don't have kids. Or like, I poured everything into my kids. They're everything to me. For those at home, don't have them. It's just like, it's a demoralizing comment and it's consistent. It's like the top 20 comments are saying don't have kids. Don't have kids. And when you look at China is swapping to trying to incentivize their people to have more kids because they're everybody's at a deficit. If you're a developed country, your birth rate is below you're dying faster than you're reproducing. But China's trying to start to financially incentivize it. It wouldn't surprise me at all if China's has bot accounts running to American viewers saying don't have kids. Like, the thing about not having kids is, from a strictly strategic standpoint, like your ideology dies with you. Like, only what reproduces, obviously, continues. Only the cultures that reproduce continue.
And whenever you live, a self-centered lifestyle, it doesn't matter if your ideology can't get passed on. It's you, it's yourself. And, if you don't have kids and you die like that, I mean, you got what you wanted.
The whites of the world will tell you, whites like Brian Johnson and those who believe in him. I like Brian Johnson, but that we'll just live forever. No, forget about the birth rate. We're gonna find a way to crack the code. Our lifespans are gonna grow exponentially. Who really needs the birth rate? We can just live forever.
Oh, man.
That would be hell for starters.
Okay. Let me stop you right there. We already cracked the code.
Conspiracy time.
Oh. No. This is actual factual facts. The second you move inside of a Commodore 64, nope, it's a condom. Nope.
A fine lady.
Well, yes, but like that's step 2. You got to be really poor. What are those things that people drop into?
Wishing wells.
Condoms.
Depression.
God damn it, trailers. Any hoozles?
How are we ever supposed to bridge that gap?
Fuck you. That's how. Any hoozles. So, you go inside of a No, you use that when you have a condom.
A new Furman has presented amongst ourselves tonight.
Yeah, no, the stupid one. Jesus Christ. A condiment.
Are you trying to say
a condominium?
Yeah, is that what you're trying to say?
No, trailer. So,
Didn't we already all right, trailers, yes. For like movies.
what the fuck is going on over there?
Listen, bro, you had the epiphany of trailer, and then somehow you like worked your way around to huzzawing trailer.
Eureka, the same word again.
By Jove, I've done it. that was good stuff, bro.
What are you saying, Furman?
AK, we have to fire the new guy, not St. John, but I'm
making fun of you
Hey,
too.
bro, you're actually the new guy, believe it or not.
Yeah. You're the newest addition to this podcast.
Oh, dude. You know what? We have to fire 2 new guys. Ah, God.
You know
honestly,
we know
honestly,
that.
Matt, I hope you see the trend here. You're gonna get fired.
Hey, it's possible.
Even
When you bring the light, it's destiny. Even
That's so honestly, man, and it's really like it shows a lot about your self-awareness here when you say that. You understand that to be the light bringer, even though you've put together a lot of, what this podcast is, your willingness to be ostracized if necessary to maintain the ego, the non-cult status here. That's good stuff. I can respect that.
You want to know why I think people want to be alone more than they used to?
Tell me.
I think it's just harder to be around people because the comparison warfare, like on social media, is so strong.
Well, just in general.
And the self-value people intrinsically have has been lowered to such a degree. They feel that basically just being around others is a judgment in a form. Like being around other people makes them feel inadequate because most of their experience watching others online has them in an inferior position, or they take it personally.
Right.
So they always feel behind. They always feel fatter than they really are. They always feel, poorer than they really are.
Mm-hmm.
well, how are you not supposed to take it that way?
Well, I've got
Some people are really good at detachment. They can look at this shit all day and not really get connected to it at all. I have my ups and downs. Sometimes it's like that, but there's been times where I feel really connected to it.
Somebody told me a story recently, and the essential gist of the story is like, a kid's born, and let's say he has like an extreme facial deformity, a real particular kind of ugly, and he, but there's no mirrors in his house, and he had all like unconditionally loving parents, and so like up until he's, the age to go to school, his world is not altered by the fact that he has a facial deformity. He's there's no competition.
Yeah.
There's no us and them. It's simply just, the love that he's grown up into. And then he goes to school, and then that world ends. And then it immediately becomes the us and them.
Yeah.
And the only routes that he can go are, well, if everybody's going to laugh at me and this is my fight for life, then I'm going to get really, really strong. And then it's going to be me versus the weak. Or he's going to become as intelligent as possible, and it's going to be me versus the stupid. Or he's going to, devolve into, he's going to condemn himself and just flounder and not be able to dig out of the pit of depression that it causes him. So really, when you get to the root of it, it's all competition. It's all comparison. It's us and them. And that's a huge issue. And I mean, like that's rooted in almost every issue. You get men and women, the races, each other, survival. I mean, like since the beginning of time, 2 tribes can't get along for shit. They're just, they're immediately like, yeah, we got to kill those guys. Even though they look like us, they do pretty much the same things we do outside of specific rituals. I mean,
how many, and I'm against ass and titties online. This is a different topic. But how many attractive women don't feel comfortable in their own bodies because they watched other attractive women on TikTok all day? Like, give me a fucking break. How many men who are in a better than average financial situation feel poor because they watched some stupid ass influencer on TikTok all day?
Or they played that game where you can see how many things you can buy with Elon Musk's money. And
then they live in the inferiority, and it becomes a part of how they identify.
Yep.
And that always goes back to, my belief, if something doesn't benefit you, you shouldn't believe in it.
I think, and this might be a hot take, and we may have some choice disagreements here, but I think that what happens the moment the child with the face deformity goes to school and immediately his world's shattered and he becomes self-conscious, that is the day that the ego is born. And I think that all of the us and them is an ego thing.
Yeah.
If you can't come to the understanding that it's not us and them and it's just us, it's just human beings, then you are going to find yourself, building and creating an ego to establish yourself in the world, because you have to have, you have to have that seemingly if you're going to compete, and if you're going to, not find yourself feeling like you're at the bottom of the totem pole rather than the fact that you're just a part of the totem pole in general.
Right. And so, an interesting, because I felt like I kind of lived that life you're talking about with the kid, just in other ways. Because I was sheltered in a way. My mindset was sheltered. Not even that I was sheltered. I just thought in a very singular way. So I tended to not let insecurities be part of the way that I thought. I was just thinking about an objective. But as an adult, here's one. It's gonna sound so strange, but it's so true. Height as a a dating preference for women. Height. So I was not introduced to the concept of height being a preference for women until I was over 25 years old.
What?
I did not even conceive of it at all.
Thank God you weren't around.
No, I've had girlfriends, I've had ex-wives, etc.
Yes, and your friend is a giraffe. Okay.
Yeah, and Frick is very tall. But no, I never even thought of it as a concept. So, for example, there used to be a guy, I won't, mention his name, but in the face, very attractive man. But I never realized he was short. Never knew he was short. True story. Or worked with this guy for years. I've talked to some women about him, after he left, and they always kind of talk down on him, like, I don't know about him. Like,
it's okay.
It's not you.
Fuck you.
and I'm like, well, I don't really get that. He's conventionally attractive and muscular, and I don't get it. And then I met him like years later. Dude's short as fuck. Like, he's like, below my shoulders. And so I'm like, this is why they didn't like him. He was short. And, the fact, and now I'm in it. Like, I'm married now, so I'm obviously out of the need for the game. But just knowing that there are guys walking around going, I'm too short to get a girl that I really want. And I never even conceived of that. And that's the better position to be in.
For sure.
Like, not even knowing or just blissful ignorance is a more confident position than subjecting yourself to something you can't change.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
You gotta just commit to the chaos. Like, that's all there is to it. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, as somebody that has pulled more dudes and chicks than anybody on this podcast, it's way easier with dudes.
Well, that would make sense.
Yeah, it's a lot.
It's honestly, it's really a it comes with a lot of weight being tall, because now that I'm older and I'm also conscious of this, because I never thought about it either. I just was like, and also I wasn't like over 6 foot until my sophomore or junior year, so like I really wasn't feeling the effects early on. So but like, here's something: when I'm walking in public, some guys walk past me and they're just like, this jackass.
I'm pissed because you're taller than them.
Bro, and I could flash a smile, pay for their dinner. Doesn't matter. At the back of their mind, even if they, after all this kindness, they're going to be like, yeah, that guy was cool, but fuck, I'm not hanging out with him anymore. It's like, dude.
No, well, it's the same with the money thing, too.
Yeah.
I met some guy, he invited me to like his kids, like invited our family to like his kid's birthday party.
Yeah.
I looked up the house it was at, a mansion.
Yeah.
Like an actual mansion.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't know that I want to be friends with this guy because he's going to learn where I live.
Yeah.
And it's not a mansion.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, though, and I don't know if this is just because I've lived in like, some interesting abodes, but if I got invited to a mansion, I would not think about, but what if he sees my trailer? I'm not worried about that. I'm going to a mansion, and then I'm going to invite him to my house, and then he's going to come down to earth a little bit.
No, that wasn't my thing. Like, I would have gone if I could.
Yeah.
But there's still a thing that's like, I don't know that I'm inviting him to my house.
Okay.
I would
You know what I mean? Because of that insecurity.
Yeah.
Because of that perceived disconnect that he's talking about, that AK's talking about.
I'm a bit of a bitch when it comes to wealthy people. If somebody is better off than me, I literally approach them with the mindset of, how are they going to pay me? So Like my whole mindset, if I find out somebody's wealthier than me, is how can I attach myself to this person and then extract resources over time.
Okay, so Jeff Bezos gives you a meeting. You're just in it to win it.
Of course, I'm
Yeah,
going
bro.
to the meeting.
That's your chance, dog.
Here's a prime example. Okay, so I'm not trying to throw shade on St. John here.
No, it's fine. Shake me up.
I recently gave the man $100 for finding a random video clip on YouTube.
I could have given you $100.
I'm in a more comfortable financial situation than he is, but imagine I had met a man just as an equivalent, to my position, and we're friends and we're talking over chat, and he does the same thing to me, but it's $1,000. These things happen like by association, and so, and also, if you're friends with people who have a lot of money, you being like real good friends, you being poor starts to become an inconvenience. It's like, bro, I want to hang out, but you're just fucking poor. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna just give you some
It's
money.
okay
Or
that
like,
you're
we're just gonna go do this on me.
I
Like
still love you.
that's how it
okay?
goes.
Hey man, we're going to the Bahamas. I want you to come. I'm just paying for your
Yeah.
ticket. Like that's how it goes.
And if you don't have a lot of, if you have a lot of pride, that could be hostile. You have to be willing to receive.
Yeah.
But no, I think you want to
Thank you
associate
so
with
much.
not only people above you, but also people below you. You don't want to. You shouldn't allow it to influence you.
I
is
think
what I'm
that's
saying.
I think that's the most charitable thing to do and like good, kind-hearted thing to do.
Yeah.
See, I told you I wasn't being an asshole.
It will be easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle.
Oh my God, the God fights again.
Just saying, man. Blessed,
Well,
wow,
blessed,
okay,
are, blessed
just-
are the poor in pockets.
Well,
okay.
I'm
I
just
have something, and it
saying,
might just be a nitpick.
I'm,
Is that what it's nick?
Yeah,
Nitpick.
So, nitpick, whatever. We were talking about this deformed kid, hypothetical deformed kid. You were saying he had 2 options, and you said you actually listed 3.
No, I
and-
thought I said he had a few options.
Oh, okay.
Which is that's on me, I guess.
But to summarize, though,
Unprofessional.
it was that the 2 options were accept his condition and be proud of it, or his newfound condition, because before then he didn't realize he had a condition, or to live in like despair and shame of it. Right? Is that what you said? The
to
options were?
become, because whenever he gets laughed at and he realizes that in society this is a part of who he is,
Mhm.
and it puts him at a deficit, and he now has to make up for it in some other way. I'm just saying that's where the ego is born. That's where he becomes
okay.
self-aware, and that's. I mean, it could go a multitude of ways. I just listed off a few to kind of show the picture of what I was getting at.
yeah.
Okay.
Except for you're wrong.
Well, you
No,
think
yeah,
I
facts.
could say that my feet stink, and you'd say, "Oh hell no, them fellas smell like flowers, Bubba." You don't
I'm
agree with
gonna-
me
To know-
most of the time.
To know yourself is almost, a hindrance more than anything.
Absolutely.
Oh, wait.
It's often not met with good
you go.
outcomes. When you think about people who've lived good lives, they tend to be more extroverted, and I don't mean necessarily socially. I mean they tend to be more outward focused about their environment, people, everything.
Okay, so you
But
are
people who turn into, to evaluate themselves, to correct themselves, to manipulate themselves, it tends to be a sliding slope, a slippery slope, and you just kind of devolve.
okay, so are we talking more emotionally or monetarily or
Well, both. I'm
All,
not.
all of those are categories of
Yeah.
self.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm analyzing myself right now, which I know is a fucking mistake. You know what I mean?
yeah, you never want to analyze yourself, bro.
I watched a real short clip recently of Steve Ballmer. He's the CEO of Microsoft. He's one of the few billionaire employees. He didn't, he wasn't a founder. He wasn't an owner. He was just one of the first people Bill Gates employed. He's worth like 40 billion now. But he was talking about how introversion is a modern concept.
Mm.
Like basically, sometime in the 1900s, the idea of Western individualism really became prominent in the world, and that what followed was the hyper something. I'm losing my words here.
It's like
Anyways,
Well, let
but
me. Oh, never mind. You have something.
just
Go ahead.
final point. But he was talking about how they want that to be the case because it takes your power away, it takes your opportunity away when you're focused just on yourself. And I thought it was funny for me because he tied it into he said a liner that sounded incredibly sociopathic. But he was like, yeah, people want me to feel guilty. They want me to feel shame. I just never found that those things suited me.
Yeah,
That's honestly so fair, man.
That's honestly, yeah.
I agree with that guy. Honestly, I feel like in terms of insecurities, I'm really good at just like even if like status quo speaking, I'm in like a deficit in a category, for example, like money. I don't really let that bother me when I'm talking to people or whenever I'm
Yeah.
living my day to day. I kind of just avoid that by being grateful, and that kind of just eliminates most of my insecurities. I think that the only one that I've like ever like I can think about having was in high school, and my hair was atrocious, and I thought that that was the biggest problem since World War II.
Should we get real vulnerable on,
Guys,
the chat
let's
tonight?
get vulnerable,
All right.
guys.
Because I'm willing to share my biggest insecurity.
I'm
I got a
in.
really
Let's
big
do
one
it.
too, dog.
Let's do it, guys.
I'm gonna take the
You know what?
sunglasses
Let's for our viewers, let's take the buttons off and expose the chest. You know what
It's,
I'm saying?
I mean, I look good on this camera.
uh,
The light is.
I don't know. I think
It's
that's-
my eye bag. My eye bags.
Your eye bags.
Yeah,
That's your insecurity.
my biggest insecurity.
Oh,
I hate 'em.
thank God.
Can't
Dog,
All I
stand
stop-
'em.
gotta
stop.
do is
I don't know if you're currently worrying about that shit.
I've always had eye bags.
Yeah, but stop worrying about it.
They're gonna get worse.
Yeah, I'm
Oh.
I
sure.
want to be one of those guys with the.
Is that why
the
you wear the
pocket.
glasses on the show?
Wah.
No.
I
You
never
want to trade?
I don't know
I'll
if this will make you,
trade
like-
right now.
I don't know if this will make you feel anything or not, but I've never once looked at if someone said, "Hey, write down 15 things about Matt that
Yeah.
you notice." It wouldn't even make the top 50.
God.
Like it's
Yeah.
just like it's not something that I think about whenever I envision.
That would
The
make
light breaker.
guys tend to not think about that stuff. Among
That
other
may-
guys.
that may be
Has a
fair.
girl told you that?
No.
Well,
Okay.
I mean, to be
I
fair,
just they're a little bit better now than they normally are, but
Mhm.
most of my life I operated on 4 hours of sleep. Literally most of my life is 4 hours. And I was constantly tired and I was constantly rubbing my eyes. And they're just way more pronounced more than most people's are at my age.
so everybody in
But
the
now we get to hear affirmance.
oh yeah, no, right after hearing the great wah from AK.
Some of us really have it rough. You
Yeah,
know?
eye bags.
Yeah, no, the 3rd-degree burns where I gotta be saved by fucking hillbillies.
Is that your insecurity?
No,
Is that your greatest insecurity,
Yeah,
or
what's
just
your
a
greatest
current?
insecurity?
greatest insecurity. Okay, it's not being able to listen. Like I hear the words, but I don't listen. Like you can hear things. You can have words. Stop being such a pussy. Stop it. Stop. But no, I can't do it myself. And what's even worse is like whenever it hits me afterwards, it hits me in a whole different direction. Instead of like, oh yes, you should invest in Microsoft. Instead, it comes off like, you should invest in Microsoft. Yay.
So a little goblin speaking.
Yeah,
Hmm.
exactly. Instead of like good advice,
Well,
it comes off.
Is it when you're really trying to listen and you simply like you go, I really want to hear what this person's saying, and you just can't?
Oh God, that's adorable. You think that I ever try and listen to anybody?
Okay, so why is it an insecurity?
Because
can't-
I know it's a flaw. I know that I'm stupid. And what's even worse is
Oh,
my...
wait, hold on. We're getting somewhere. Hold on.
Furman,
Wait a minute. What?
my topic: stop being stupid.
Oh,
It wasn't directed
oh.
at you, but right now it is. Just
Oh,
stop it. Make
oh.
good decisions and stop
yeah.
it.
Wow, we got...
Sometimes we just need to hear it, right?
Wow.
Stop doing the
he's
things.
solving your problems right on the podcast.
Literally, I was
Wow.
coming to the show to say this. I need to hear this sometimes. Just stop doing the bad things.
Oh my...
Stop. You know what's wrong. Just stop it. Just cut it out.
Yes.
That's it.
Did you know?
I agree with him.
Wow. So okay.
Fred,
Well,
I agree, and I can already see Furman's head turning, and he's trying to find some way to say boo.
So this is an opportunity to listen.
how can I walk right now?
I'm just kidding.
Oh
Furman,
my God.
Furman, I love you. I was actually coming to the pod with that, just like I needed to hear today to just stop doing the things that I know are bad for me.
But how
know?
do you determine what's good and what's bad just because it makes sense?
The effect of the cause.
There are things in life that you know are moral goods and bads, and you have a responsibility to people around you, to yourself, and by extension to God, to do things that are good for you and other people. So you need to just do them.
And whenever
Stop
you
being a pussy and do them.
whenever you drink, you're letting demons into you, bro.
Probably,
And
yeah.
you have to think it's not just you that's affecting anymore, man. It's affecting your friends, your family, people who care about you, and it no longer has anything to do with only you.
Yeah.
Ding,
Maybe
ding,
I'm
ding.
contrarian in this regard.
Oh,
and
here we go.
It's probably a tangent, but it just got me thinking. St. John said something about morals, didn't you?
What the
Something
hell
about
Yeah.
morals.
even is moral?
Well,
I've had my
being-
zipper unzipped this whole time.
flexing is getting less fun. Flexing is less fun than it used to be.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Because,
Why is that?
Oh, because they're a bunch of assholes.
It's because people are becoming more immoral. It was more. It felt. It was more fun when people were more principled. When you broke the rules against the principled people, the moral people. Now that everyone's degenerates, there's almost no incentive, and there's no fun in being degenerate. Like, if you grew up in an era where having sex out of wedlock was like punishable by death. If you did it, you felt pretty badass. Like,
Yeah.
but when it's a culture of nothing but degeneracy, it's almost like you can't even flex the rebellion.
The flex is the opposite direction.
Yeah.
Is to be the most moral.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen ladies on the internet.
think
they're
that's
like,
better.
I'm 35 and still a virgin. Get on my level, losers. And it's
Yeah.
like,
Hey, that's a flex to me.
I think it's a flex because
Lord, I love me a virgin woman.
because if anyone wants to be like me, that gives them a wake up call.
All right, that's a actual factual comment made by St. John. He is a 35-year-old virgin.
I did not say that.
so did you steal your kids?
No, they're
Well, I mean, they
no.
give
I'm
them
saying
out
it's
for
a
free.
flex. It's like a flex.
Does the village have a place where they incubate,
Where?
eggs?
something contrarian about it now. You're right. The conservative movement is almost the more contrarian movement.
Yeah.
And
I mean, technically, he didn't say no.
yeah,
The reason that conservatives are so destined for failure is because they're also a part of the us them mindset.
yeah.
Yep.
That or because they have people that are willing to wear bison heads on top of themselves and storm the goddamn Capitol. But you know, hey, whatever.
Well, hold on. Actually, okay, I might say something a little hot.
Are we
Okay?
J6ing
let
right
me
now?
tell you.
Ooh.
I think that was good. I think it should have been more because the Constitution says that when the government is corrupt, breaking news, it is.
Yeah.
It is not just our right, not just our duty, our obligation as the people to abolish it. And the reason we haven't is because of the isolation and the us and them, the splits. They are giving us things to scapegoat instead of the real problem.
Can you believe this?
And
You
I
hired
think that we
him.
should have done that not only a long time ago, more times, stronger. I don't mean
He's
hurting people, I
making
mean
actual
changing
money.
things. And we can't rally together because they've isolated us. They have fed each and every one of us,
Well, I'm
different
sorry, dude.
things
I'm
that
not
make
gonna
up
lie.
ourselves and make up our being and our
gonna have to walk home by
ontological
myself.
thoughts as beings. And now we can't even rally together because we can't even come together on one thing. We can't find one thing we all agree on, except that the Frank Ocean cover of Hotel California was garbage. That's literally it. That's the only thing.
I mean, a literal joke of times. So, for example, recently, There's been a lot of senators getting presented, to panels in Congress and whatnot, and questioned. Now, with the Democrats and the left, they've got, what is a woman? They can't answer it. You can ask anybody on the left, any Democrat in office, what is a woman? They won't answer the question. They just can't do it.
Silly
Anyone
goose
with
material right there.
Anybody with tits.
As it stands, a new question has come out that's basically the right-wing equivalent, in my opinion. And it's who won the 2020 election? And they can't just say Biden won. Now, I'm not saying he won conventionally. I'm not saying there wasn't some manipulation. I don't know either way. The only thing, the suspicious part is he had the most votes ever. And, I mean, he's not exactly the most exciting candidate. But they refuse to say that he won. It's a yes or no question. And you see grown-ass 60-year-old politician men going, I plead the fifth. Or, I reserve my right to not speak on this matter. You can't answer a simple fucking question. Are you not an elected official? You can't answer a basic question.
Well, see, I'm gonna have to side with Frick on this level right now. All right, just because you're 60 years old doesn't mean that you cannot vote for Barack Obama a third time.
Yeah,
he said it very clearly, and I feel like he made a very strong argument against just voting in an orange man instead of a tan man.
Well, honestly, if I had to I don't make predictions super often. However, a bold prediction I'm going to make is that the next president will be a Democrat, and here's why. Okay, so what they did was to essentially appease the conservatives. They threw Trump in office. Now, for 4 years, the people who are the most likely to rally together and do something, which is 100% the conservatives.
Yeah.
I mean, they're also more likely to have a shit ton of guns on them. So the people that could really rally together and, start a movement for some change, they appeased them with Trump for 4 years. They got them distracted by the man in orange with MAGA, and that specific idea really got them going. They're like, oh yeah, make America great. This is what's happening now. We're cool. We're gonna chill out. All the while, under the surface, they're plotting and they're scheming. So then they throw Biden in, and then boom, now they can do whatever the hell they want. But they need some more time. So what do? They use Trump again. It was so effective the first 4 years. Let's do it again for 4 more. I bet by the end of this term, a Democrat will be elected, and it's going to get wild because they've already passed, a thing saying that the Israeli soldiers are going to combine with the American soldiers, and they're way more likely to shoot Americans than the American soldiers are. I'm just saying it's going to get wild here soon. And I may sound like a conspiracy theorist, but it's factual. You can look it up. It's serious. Who married Ivanka? What was that? What's that guy's name?
Jared Kushner.
Kushner.
And
Yeah.
he is,
If you look at that guy, he looks like pure evil. I know they say don't judge a book, but if
he
you
looks
see,
like Mark Zuckerberg on steroids.
exactly, it's so true.
Like,
he had to
good way
read a
or
book
bad
about how to
way?
be a dude. Okay, and honestly, they say don't judge a book by its cover, but if you look at the cover of a book and it's a dude cutting another man's head off, you might judge that book. Okay, Kushner,
Yeah.
I guarantee you, he is pulling so many strings because it makes sense. I'm not hating on all the Jews, but this particular Jew, he's pulling some
That
strings.
is not a good scent. Oh my God. All right,
Zionists
we're gonna
are a
be-
group, and why? Here's the thing, it's crazy to me, right? Yeah. That guy.
We're gonna
All
lose
right.
it. Oh,
So,
gross.
You know something about Israel that I find really irritating?
What?
Here we go, guys.
It's the only ethno-state that's like no one questions. Here we started our country based on a place where we could follow God. Okay, it's in the big old bills that we were writing back way back in yonder days. Okay, but now we have literally everything under the sun here. And if you criticize any religion you think is promoting bad things, for example, Islam in this country, we have 2 Islam training camps in Tennessee. Okay, and if we say something about that, then we have problems where we're anti this, anti that, where we get hit with a label that means something in society. Except in Israel, unless you can prove you're a Jew, they're not letting your ass in. Just saying, just something to think about.
Yeah,
It's coming.
I genuinely think Trump first 2 years of his
Just
first
that y'all better stop from the street.
of his first term, what was genuine. I think
They're coming for
somewhere
us, bro.
along
They're
the
coming for
line,
us.
Trump got compromised.
For sure.
I don't think he was compromised the entire time, but I certainly think he is now. And his second term has been terrible, in my opinion. But there's an interview with a Fox News host, one of the older blonde ladies. I could find the name of her, but never found it again. Never found it again. Swear to God, this interview's real. I've seen it. I couldn't believe he said the things he said. And it was an interview a few months into COVID, and not when it was the real hysteria. A few months in, he's talking with this chick from Fox News, and he goes, "Look, I can't say everything I want to say, but listen, there's a group of shadow people operating the government. They will lose. I will beat them." That is so uncharacteristic for Trump to deliver a line like that. And this is a genuine interview that was put out. I don't know if it's still up today. I don't know if it can be findable. I've searched for it many times to try and find
How
it.
much money to find this clip?
Yeah, to be fair, you haven't been able to find things before that we found.
I almost always can, because I'm always looking for past references. The Dan Pena one and this one are the two that I basically never found. But yeah, I'll make an offer for it.
Okay.
It's worth a watch. It's so interesting because he broke character. It didn't sound like him. It wasn't his typical. He said a group of shadow people are running the government, and we will beat them.
It's been like that.
I think he
since-
lost.
Yeah.
Well, you'd have to if they got it out on the internet. Like that's the only card to the CIA
Once they
pull.
Epstein filed him, he was.
Dude, this has been going on for way over a century. Okay, I mean, think about this. Do you know what the Holodomor is?
What?
And you don't know, and that's my point. We as Americans, we have been force fed exactly what they want us to know. This is a historical event. You can look it up. 60 million Ukrainians were slaughtered. Okay, and you don't. Yes, 100%. And you don't even know about it. However, you do know about the Holocaust, which was 6 million.
Yeah, but like the Holocaust was a little bit more,
Why is that? Why is that? Why do you know about that and not Holodomor, which did not happen that much farther before?
Anywho, the way that I know that the Holocaust was a little bit bad, which those are the numbers. So look, it doesn't matter. It's more of like the matter of fact of how they took them out. Like I feel like gassing people and like making them struggle and shit. You're laughing at the Holocaust. He's laughing.
I'm not laughing
He's
at the Holocaust.
laughing at the Holocaust.
I'm
Oh
laughing
my
at the
God.
Holocaust.
If Mog
Yes.
is out there, please roast him.
Forgive my Holocaust chortling. I am not proud of it.
So
Well, wait. Before we go any further, I'm going to have to tell my favorite joke.
Is this the same one you've told?
Oh, yeah.
Mute the mic. Mute the mic.
Nope. This one's for you, Fricky.
I'm excited. Tell a brother about it. Let's hear it.
Okay. What do you call 10,000 Jews on a train?
What do you call 10,000 Jews on a train?
Anything you want, because they're not coming back.
Yeah, I knew.
Oh, look at him. He's got to figure it out.
let's talk about abuse of power and who's at fault. Truly,
Okay.
Hitler.
'Cause
Like, he sucked
Hitler's
at
at
it.
fault.
the solution for
He's not
power-
even here.
power and balance throughout history has always been war and bloodshed. We have some good times, things get out of balance, and then we just start killing a bunch of fuckers, and things go back to normal. That's always been the solution, but the goal is to make that happen less and less.
I don't know. I
Well,
feel
it
like
has-
it should be more and more.
No,
More and more of whom,
smaller
Foreman?
and
darkness.
smaller.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying, if somebody shot me right now, I'd be happy. Like, this
Yeah.
hurts so
Why?
bad to wear pants.
But because look, the American people over time, you could make the argument have allowed things to become this. The baby boomers, the generation after them, the millennials, etc. Like we've continually allowed things that shouldn't be. We've not said anything when we should have. We stood down when we shouldn't have. And there's, some people believe that if someone gives you the liberty to take advantage of them, then not only do you have the right to, it's your call to do so. And that's kind of grounded in more of Masonic principles. But the idea being that someone willingly placating your advances warrants you basically taking as much as you can get out of them. So if someone's gonna, like, let's say I sell you a gallon of milk every week for $5, and then all of a sudden the gallon seems to be getting a little smaller, a little smaller, a little smaller. Next thing you know, it's a half gallon, but you're still paying $5. 3 more months go by, it's a pint for $5, and you never said anything. You never said anything, and then one day you go, "Hey, I don't really. $5 seems like a lot for this pint," and I go, "Fuck's your problem? You've been buying it for weeks." And that's kind of where I feel like we're at with the government.
It really is.
I can see that.
Wait a minute. Are you guys
They're
all...
cracking us an arm and a leg. Prices are through the roof. Taxes are through the roof. Fuck's your problem?
Oh,
You guys are.
You Gen Zer, you don't want to work, you don't want to sweat. You know something? It was like 97 degrees yesterday. I was crawling upon the dusty ass floor of the warehouse I work at, taking care of business with 0 complaints whatsoever. Not a one.
Oh my God, I am fucking stuck between 2 special needs and one behind a computer. Jesus Christ.
What?
Dude.
I'm trying to look this up. What was the percentage increase on tea that drove everybody to the Boston Tea Party?
1 to 3%.
That was a tiny percent.
Yeah, it was 1 to 3%.
And now we're just cool with
Now we're just cool with being taxed out the ass.
It's because at least there were other taxes as well, but
yeah,
you could think of that as the tipping point.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, they took that tea tax as the fucking tipping point.
Yeah.
They were like, no.
And yet again, we're controlled by another island across the sea.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Now we're talking.
Mm-hmm.
What's the island?
Dude,
I'd rather not
because
No. Here's the thing. We can't be silenced. Okay.
All right.
Say that island.
It's another country.
That's right.
It's another country.
Yes, it is.
What people don't understand, I think, about power, it always consolidates. It always consolidates. The Constitution is literally built as best as possible to try and keep it divided. It's an attempt to keep power divided. That's why there's states.
Yep.
That's why there's individual rights. That's why there's individual state rights. Because power always wants to accumulate. It wants to consolidate.
Right.
And
nature abhors a vacuum.
yeah. And if you can't continue that system, it only takes a few key people to upend an entire nation. Like, let's say Trump is truly in those Epstein files. Then Israel has him over a barrel. Like, literally. They could say jump, he says how high. If that were true, right? Because his whole legacy would go down in flames. His whole family would go down in flames. And
Well, I mean,
He's not willing to sit at the table and confess his sins.
I think the properly oriented man would make the sacrifice of confessing for the greater good if that were the case.
So true. And it's also, they say, they view, countries and governments as the beast. And, we say that we're being controlled by an island, a country. And truly, we're actually just being controlled by, the beast, the ideology that continues to push this hyper individualism that keeps us so separate. And if we would just if a large enough amount of people actually realized that if we could just, find a way to live together in some oneness and drop this self-isolation and this constant competition and comparison, that's the biggest fight towards that ideology. It's not the people, it's the beast within. And if people would just stop worrying and saying, the enemy is the Jews. Maybe that's the form That's the current people right in the outer rung of the beast that are carrying it out, maybe. But it's not us and them. It's us versus it's us versus the ego.
He doesn't
100%.
believe in the lizard.
So
people.
stop being stupid.
Yes.
Speaking of
okay.
psyops.
All right. You know what? I'm gonna speak up for a second.
Okay.
Okay. All right. 1 second. No phone even.
His notes are off the table, guys. This is raw freestyle.
Ding, ding, ding. This is Bible Bites.
Bible
Part
Whoa, what's
3.
happening? How many parts have we had?
We're about to have the children of God debate, I guess.
Oh shit!
Is that what Furman's
we
gonna
about
do?
to get dirty in
Let's
here.
hear it. Let's hear it, bro, man. I'm excited. I'm excited to hear what you have to say, bro.
All right. So maybe you guys keep inflicting payment on the Jews, but have you ever thought that
What?
they could just be lizard people?
They have controlled the Federal Reserve since
Exactly.
1914. What do you mean, bro?
It makes
What do you
more
mean?
sense.
Oh my god.
It makes
Oh
more
my
sense
God.
for
What do
them
you
to be.
mean? No, it doesn't.
It makes so much more sense. Okay, all
What
right.
makes sense?
Everybody follow me. Jesus could replicate his blood and bread, okay,
Okay.
and fish.
The Eucharist and then a miracle. Okay.
Mhm, yeah. Can you name a single human that can do that? Didn't think so.
Jesus
But a
Christ.
lizard man?
But the Jews.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what
Wait,
you're getting
no.
All right, I got a question.
Let's hear it.
I've been hearing about this psyop. I got to know if it's real. Are
Oh.
electrolytes a psyop?
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh, so you're saying that there's no benefit to drinking Gatorade over an ice glass of ice water? Excluding taste?
I'll tell you why I'm going with the Psyop or why it was fresh in my mind. I've done the carnivore diet many times.
Ooh, don't know how you do.
Never had any issues. I've never cramped in my life. Never cramped. I've accidentally flexed my calf muscle too hard and it got caught. But I've never just gotten a cramp.
Wow. That's,
Mine's always from being like actually dehydrated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
What
so
the
they
fuck?
tell you when you go on carnivore, you drop sodium super quick. You drop your water weight. So you need to be doing electrolytes. You know, a good bit a day. 4,000 to 7,000 milligrams of salt and then potassium, magnesium mixed. I've never done that ever. Never had any issues. Never. And you know, the other day
You're not.
after doing 2 or 3 packs a day, I started cramping so hard I thought I was gonna die. And I tell you, it was all a scam. It was all a scam.
Whoa. We're really... Gatorade is about to be the reason that the stream gets taken down. Not even the Jews.
We're never getting an electrolyte liquid IV.
Powerade,
sponsor,
no.
honestly.
Body Armor, no.
Yeah, no, we're definitely not gonna get any sponsors.
Well said.
Yep.
Yeah, probably not.
No,
No.
But
But
that's the
anyway-
thing. We don't need the money of sponsorships to carry us because the light's gonna spread whether the elites want it to or not. It
Facts.
doesn't matter.
You big bunch of fucking hippies.
The real question is, do we make a big enough of an impact early on to combat it, or are we going to fall into a state of they've succeeded, they've demoralized us, they've isolated us, and now they essentially control us. We still have the freedom to break out now, but soon
I want to
can't be
hate.
said, can't be sure for so sure.
I want to hate on the dudes a little tonight.
Which dudes?
The general dudes, the ethos of man.
Yes, we've talked about women a few
We
times.
talk
It's time to
about
break
women
into
a
the
lot,
men.
But man, the men are where the problem really is.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to highlight it. Like something that stood out to me recently. Now, I've seen these chicks before. I've seen this style of content before, but it's recently started to go kind of viral on Twitter again. And it's a female podcasting where they have their vagina placed towards the camera the entire time. So their legs are up. They're wearing clothes, but it's just, full cooter straight at the camera. And these clips, they're trending on Twitter.
I can't imagine why.
And so many men are watching, of course, they're watching. And now people are talking about it. And now that people are talking about it, it's gaining virality. People are sharing it. People are engaging with the content that's cooter forward. And it's because men are so undisciplined, so pathetic, and so weak that they can't simply look away. That they can't simply say not interested. That they can't control themselves. Men cannot control themselves.
AK, oh God, buddy, I love you. You know I do, right? I wouldn't be coming back with 3rd-degree sunburns if I didn't. But you are so fucking wrong. It hurts.
Not even close, bro. But let's hear your wild reasoning for this.
Okay, first off, all women need to be listened to. Everyone needs to be listened to, and that way we can all be equal in this society, even if they mean to go ahead and show off their vaginas.
Wait, time out.
Wait, no.
Hold on, wait. The first half of what you just said was so light bringing. Yeah, sure. Well, women deserve the right to be listened to and to communicate their thoughts and emotions. Hell yeah. But that does not necessarily mean that that's the way of going about it.
Their camel toe is a way of showing American freedom right there.
No, it's not.
Yeah, he is right about that. It does showcase American freedom.
Okay, maybe.
And all its debauchery.
Yeah, I'm with it. Yeah, you're cooking. I'll give it to you as a cook.
No, I just want men to stop. I just want them to stop. I think we all do. Women want men to stop. Men want men to stop. We're just fucking up. We're just shitty
Again,
people.
stop being stupid.
Exactly. See, women in the
Stop
beginning,
being thirsty.
woman was deceived, and man knew better. He knew he
better.
could control himself and not eat of the fruit.
but-
And instead, he was like, well, shit, might as well. And so he couldn't. Literally, the fall of man started with a dude not being able to control himself. It's been downhill from that point. I mean, it's been violence. It's been the ego. I mean, like the firstborn child recorded, murdered the next guy.
Picture the worst case scenario.
Okay.
In the future, all forms of content are provocative, basically nude women, right? Everybody's poor, but there's a few corporations that are insanely rich, and the executives of those companies basically have free range in the sexual marketplace, as much as they'd like, whenever they'd like. Everyone else, though, is basically a shell of a person, constantly being fueled content that is nothing but gooner bait. And we're all supposed to just enjoy our gooner bait at home and be happy. Go home and goon.
Cyberpunk 2077.
That's where it's headed.
Yeah, what are they called?
Exactly.
What are the things called that you watch? Brain dances.
Yeah.
My God. See, it's one of those things, man.
it,
We're not called to
And what's crazy
love
is
the
even
lust
the
of the
conservative
eyes.
women who purport conservative values are always provocative as well.
Yeah.
Like,
They're not taking the high road of like avoiding sexual immorality. They're like, no, I'll use the sex appeal angle to my advantage
you know
and be
what?
just as degenerate as everybody
guns
else.
And a G-string straight up my ass crack.
And dudes
America,
are also just
baby.
getting into the amount of dude thirst traps that I've come across. I've just been like, bro, what are we doing out here, dude? I mean, like they'll sit there and they'll do those little like skits where they're like,
Oh yeah, the
Baby
men
girl.
doing that shit too. It's so cringy.
I want you to know that I like listening to you. And your feelings, your big feelings.
Well, it's also worth pointing out, girls are gooners too. And
Yeah.
they're becoming increasingly more so. Like
It's getting worse.
It's hitting record numbers.
Well,
And
see,
so
what you don't understand
We're all
is
in the
that
goon game.
what they have is the wall, the greatest wall. Okay, I would say one of the greatest walls ever made.
Frankly, it's the best wall I've ever seen.
I love women who put up walls. It gives me something to break down. Yeah, it's
Yeah, dude, I'm not gonna lie. Some women, they can hit that shit like a fucking tile of bricks, but oh my god, there are some women that you can push over like a Jenga set.
what are we, I'm a little
Yeah.
confused.
Yeah,
where do we go right
we're,
there?
we're
Carson?
talking about emotional walls and women right now. All right, everybody, let's go ahead and we moved from Bible Fights Part 2, Electric Boogaloo,
No, bro.
into
These dudes gotta stop. They
I
gotta
agree.
fucking stop.
Stop
gooning.
watching it. Stop being stupid.
Stop being stupid.
That's
Oh,
just
yeah.
stop.
yeah, just put,
SBS.
hey, Put down.
And you know something weird? You know, people hear me talk. People hear me talk and they'll be like, "Oh, he probably doesn't like the e-whores or the e-thoughts
But he
or the
does.
OnlyFans girls.
He's like
He
us
probably hates them to his
normies.
fucking core."
He's-
But you know what? I could easily meet one of those women in public, befriend them, and have a normal conversation with no animosity. Easily. You know
Mhm.
why? Because the real hatred is for the men. It's always been for the men.
It's nice. to
I'm
look in light of
disgusted
our
that a
audience.
father might have allowed his daughter to become an e-whore. I'm disgusted that some fucking losers from high school are giving her money while they're working a part-time job at McDonald's. It's a fucking embarrassment.
And once again, you know, that's just a combination of things that the ego decided this is going to provide the best outcome for me. I've got this. Why would I not use it to be financially successful, to feel appreciated in some way? I mean, it's all catering to the self, and that's where the country is dying.
The male superpower is that we can die alone, unloved, and unknown in some ditch somewhere. Through this power, we can shape the world in our image.
Somebody that I know, we were talking about this, and they said, I want to do a lot of good things, but there's no way I could do that if like they didn't know that I did it for them. And being accolade hungry is interesting to me, because I've multiple. I can't even say, never mind. I was about to say something, but then it ruined the mystique. I was about to ruin the mystique.
You're gonna flex it.
I was about to actually ruin the point. But my point is, don't let your left hand know what your right hand is doing, guys. All right, you know what I'm saying?
That is a good
That's
gooning
facts, yeah.
technique.
Actually, well, it's also anti-flexing. It's honestly an anti-flex. It's not, hey, check out how moral I am. Check out my. It's still an ego thing at that point. If it's not just who you are and not something that you need to showcase, that's a problem too, man.
The real flex is just being moral.
Yeah.
Or
Wang gaff.
And men are not stubborn enough anymore. They're not stubborn. Women are more stubborn than men. Where were the men who would go, I'll burn my own fucking house down before this doesn't play out the way I said it will? Where did those men go? Like, where?
They're being trained. They're being trained. That's why. A dog can be a real fierce freak in nature, but it can also be a beggar. And it can also be the kind of dog that sits in the corner and doesn't jump and get excited and take take control of the yard and fend off. You know how many big dogs sit there and an intruder comes in and they're like, and they skimper away, not protecting the fam because they're tame and they're trained. That's not who we are. That's not how things should be.
I genuinely feel like everything is geared against the male mindset. It's targeted, and the only antidote, the only way you can go out safely is if in the back of your head you have the thought, I can give it all up. I
So
can
true.
give it all up. If that isn't there, you will be used and abused.
So true. Something I think about frequently, especially recently, I think about Peter and the way that
Griffin.
Yeah, Peter Griffin. Yeah, no,
Peter.
the Apostle Peter, and he was like sort of like what I'm doing in life right now. He was just living his life. He had taxes. He was thinking about what he was gonna have for dinner. He had a wife. He had a future
We got
thought
an
out.
apostle on the pod, bro. You hear
I'm
that?
already St. John over here. I'm doing more of what he's doing than
You know you were talking next to an apostle, but no.
Oh yeah, no. Apparently, we're
Hold on,
a Jesus
let me
bitch
get
over
here. No,
here.
let me get to my point, okay?
hold on. False graves offending everyone, including the Catholics.
Yeah.
Yes.
Fuck the Catholics. What they ever do for me besides molest me?
A whole lot, actually.
And that sounds like some trauma to unpack on a later episode. But what I want to get into here is that he had everything that I feel like I've got going on in life right now. But most importantly, you talk about giving things up, right? That's what you guys, let me get through this, okay?
Comparisons just don't stop.
It's
Scoutmaster
serious,
Dan.
okay? You said that if a guy can't give it all up, then he's going to be controlled.
You will lose.
He will
losing
go
control.
He will
Here's
go to hell.
You know what else Peter had?
That's
He
what
had a future in
Scoutmaster
mind.
Dan
He was
said.
like, "This is what I want for my family. Maybe this is where I'll be. You know, he had an idea of his future, and then he had an encounter with Jesus, and then Jesus said, "Hey, screw all that. Come with me." Right? Peter didn't just give up his, way of living. He didn't just give up what he had. He gave up his future.
That's what the
And
Scoutmaster
that I
said.
think is profound. I think that's a profound to say, you know what, everything that has gone into my skull via my vision and my hearing, okay, everything that has culminated to create me, whatever future I have created for myself, I'd be willing to give that up. And I think that speaks volumes for what you could accomplish if you could just say, you know what, I could sell everything and I could give up certainty and the future. If you can do that, you can't be controlled, because what are they going to hit you with? I think that's
why it's the male superpower is to be able to die alone, unloved in a ditch. I'm not saying that's the ideal outcome. I'm saying it's what you gotta have
if that's destiny.
Yeah, if that's necessary.
If that is your destiny and your calling, and that is what has to happen, it's not like you're going to be in the ditch, cradled, just like, oh, why did it have to be me? You're going to be stoic. You're going to lay in the ditch. This is what it's come to, and I'm still grateful.
Feeling it.
I'm grateful to
the
feel
spirit.
it, because you actually can feel. That's something to be grateful for, even if it's a negative feeling.
The Holy Spirit is over this studio tonight.
Hey,
the
man,
Holy
let's not
Spirit was
be
spread all over
blasphemous,
my
guys.
fucking
No,
back.
I'm not. I'm
Hold
not
on,
with that.
guys. Let's not anger, the Spirit
No.
who's helping us, bring this light through.
AK likes to send these TikTok clips to our group chat where it's just this one pastor. He's incredibly over the top.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
I
it's
think that's
just-
how I got my sunburns, because God knew that I was fooling around.
Yes, sir.
Your left hand's getting too knowledgeable. It knows what's happening. It knows your right hand's ways, where it will be, where it's going, what's in it.
After everything.
Everything.
Where it will be.
Everything you thought you knew, it's gonna be different. Listen, bro, I'm sitting here making fun of this, but that's not clips to me. That is memories. I have reels in my head of that.
Yeah.
Listen, I actually appreciate that style of preaching. I enjoy the energy, because I think it gets me worked up too.
Yeah.
But the most annoying one, because there's a few bad ones, okay? I have a list of bad ones I can think about right now. But off the top of the dome, I'm fine with that. But there was this one guy.
Like cuh.
Yeah, exactly. It's bro. Oh my god, bro! How did it make that connection? That's crazy. No, there was this one guy who it was just like a hiccup. It really irritated me. He was like, 1 John.
Oh yeah,
And I was like, dude, whoa.
a lot of them have
You have Tourette's?
their unique line dividers.
Exactly. Where does the line stop between Tourette's and the Holy Spirit?
A snake.
Real question.
A snake.
That's a great question for Protestants.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not.
Solve it for ages.
Yeah, no, dude, I'm not gonna lie. The Protestants, the first time that I moved out here to the ice wall, dude, I went to one of those ones where they had the fucking snake wiggling bullshit. I will go to every fucking church. Mormon, Scientology, fucking Buddhism. I don't give a shit. I will never go back to a Protestant church.
They're honestly awesome. I can think of my two favorites that I've ever come across. One of them, it's not as awesome as the next one I'm going to say, but the reason it's one of my favorites is there's this dude, and he didn't have one of these ticks where he would just like after every sentence hit you with a cuh, okay? He would just like, he would get about 5 or 6 like, good lines in, and then he'd go, "Come on, somebody," and that lit the room up, bro.
Yeah.
Every single twist, people came on at that moment. It's like switch flipped.
Come
But
on, testify.
Exactly.
Testify.
But my favorite, there was this like dumb preacher.
Oh.
He wasn't
Oh,
very
that
he
narrows
wasn't
it
very
down.
bright. I don't know who let him. I think maybe he was just like somebody in the church who wanted to get up there and be at the pulpit. I don't know, but he was like, "All right, guys, turn to Psalms." Bro's just like, he just keeps going. He's like, I couldn't find it. It was here yesterday. Let's go back to the book of Genesis, and he gets there, and I just thought that was funny, man. I thought that bro didn't know where he's called it Psalms.
Podcast,
He
right?
probably would call it Job if you gave him the opportunity. Bro, it took him a second to find Genesis.
Well, I gotta.
Man, and if he was so willing to like switch books, what was his original message going to be, anyways?
Oh no.
That was off the cuff. So
No.
what's happening here?
I finally heard he has to go to the bathroom. I finally heard I finally heard the infamous TikTok saxophone sound,
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah,
and I cannot stop hearing it.
bro, you gotta smash the
It's
mosquito.
driving
dog.
me nuts. Actually,
I love it, bro. I think it's funny.
I hate it.
I here's what's crazy is I didn't actually get it either because I just kept seeing these videos that said when the saxophone's getting louder and things were just escalating ridiculously, and I was like, what is this? What is the saxophone thing about?
See, I never even noticed them until I read the comments, and then noticed it after.
What do you think that does to the? You know what? Actually, I want a Grok answer on this one.
What?
I want you to ask Grok
Okay.
how and be specific on what the saxophone thing is. How does that? You know, why are they doing that? What does it provoke in
Well,
the human subconscious?
Well, I know based on like psychology, I guess, but I mean,
It doesn't actually get that much louder though.
on the base level, it's the trending sound that everyone's using. Therefore,
Sure.
everybody wants to put it in their stuff to make their stuff go viral.
But why did they start like
But
that?
on the bass, that sound itself, having an increase to a crescendo,
Right.
is something every story
but it-
does, every
I
song
believe
does.
it's possible, and I dream of a world. Well, at least I want to see it happen. I think it would be terrible, but even when I was young, I thought this. Imagine they get the human brain so dialed in that they want to sell you a Diet Dr. Pepper, and the commercial is simply the color blue, a paper clip, some buzzing noises, and then a little chirp, and then instantly the thing that's in your mind is I have to drink a Diet Dr. Pepper. It's like they find a way to reverse engineer the exact mental pathway to create the desire. And I feel like with the social media, how crazy these videos are getting. There's sounds every fucking second. They're like, it's all like mental engineering.
So honestly, at this point, now when people hear saxophones, they're gonna be paranoid. That's gonna be that's gonna be the ultimate outcome of this. But they're kind of already doing that. I learned recently that like restaurants will like flood their dining rooms with red because apparently the color red provokes hunger. And so I mean they're already kind of doing that. It's just not as dialed in as you hope to not see, but kind of you want to see.
Okay, I got to talk about this guy. Okay, the guy whose video you keep sending. Oh, I have the wrong TikTok page. He has multiple. Ethan Campuzano or whatever his name is.
Not over
What
it.
So damn funny, make the world laugh.
Yeah, that guy. I need to find the clip. This guy's it's like like the videos are just so crazy. It's literally that. It's
Yeah.
like the appeal
His page, half of the page is that.
is that same
Is
video.
that same video. Yes, I'm around with all this cash.
Here it is. Let me pull it up on the.
While we're waiting, do you want to go with me to a Dax concert on December 13th?
I might. I don't like that.
He
Yeah, look
does
at his
the-
Nobody
page.
does.
Yeah, look at how purple it got, dog. Look how purple
Scroll
it is.
down.
Like how purple it is.
Yeah.
I'm trying to pull up the audio.
Why is this happening? Why did he perp saturate it?
It's because it's become a fucking
Bro.
meme. And he does live streams, and I sometimes will click it, and every comment is just making fun of this clip. It's like so damn funny.
So
Or
damn
it's
funny,
like,
made the
dude.
world laugh. Dude,
His shoulders look like they're connected to his head.
I know. He is like so. He's got a very unique build. I'm trying to find how to put the audio in. It's not even working. Whatever.
I wonder what his insecurities
Hey,
are.
bro, the audio, can you hear it?
No, I
It was
can't.
muted on the video.
That's what I'm saying. Is I'm trying to pull it up.
It's in the top left near the ad.
Oh, is it?
See it? See, now that's what a producer should know.
Easy legacy. Gleefully spreading my love, showing my therapy. Everything comes with the people with me. You're lucky. So thank you.
Bro, he's never heard the word syllable before in his life, dude.
You're lucky.
You're lucky.
Man, what's
And
crazy?
I want the rest of the song.
Yeah, where
Give
is
me
it?
the full version.
Slow it down, and that's slam poetry right there.
Right.
And I've
know.
looked through his other clips, and they're not connected to that song.
Honestly, I feel like the best way to become an overnight success with music right now is to use the saxophones in a beat somehow.
Well, the way I found out about the saxophones was a Moist Critical video. He was talking about there was some, I don't know, princess thing. Like there was some lady who cut in line at this like women's fashion store where they were like giving away free hoodies. She cuts in line, and they have it on video. She cuts in line, rams into this guy, and then starts shouting that he assaulted her, like was touching her inappropriately.
Whoa.
And they have it all on video, and she's just a complete liar. So he was like saying, this is so shameful. I can't believe people did this. But he goes, the problem is every clip I try to pull up of this incident has these fucking saxophones in it, and I can't hear the actual audio of what the people are saying. Like, because people are like, I gotta get this clip to go viral, so let me put the fucking saxophones on
My
it.
favorite edits of all time on social media is the hyper serious entrepreneur clips. You know how the entrepreneur self-help things go.
Mm-hmm.
You know, particularly there's one I think we all know, manipulating time.
Oh, like time blocking or
No,
something?
it's a guy, and he goes, you know, you're out here working 8 hours a day like some dude in a cave 300 years ago. Then he goes, me, I get 21 days a week. You see, my first day is from 8 to 12. And then my second day is from 12 to 6. And then my third day is from 6 to midnight. See, what I've done is I've stretched and manipulated time. And they've got lasers shooting out of his eyes as he's saying it. It's beautiful.
The laser eyes edit is like incredibly popular for some reason.
We're running kind of close to time. I want to give a finance segment this week. Something that's on my mind. The markets are still in I would say, the middle of the road. I wouldn't say it's a particularly super interesting time. It's getting closer to investing time, I would say, but mostly flat still. But what I really want to talk about is budgeting. For most people at home, your average person, budgeting is important, right? I've never had a budget in my life. I don't believe in budgeting as a concept, generally speaking. And, I want to talk mainly to, I would say, younger men who don't have a ton of responsibilities. Because I think this approach isn't going to work for everybody. But I constantly am annoyed by the advice that financial advisors give on how to save money and how to budget. If you have a family, if you're an older man, I get it. You're going to have to maybe budget, maybe. But if you're young, you're in your early 20s, you're not married, I don't think you should ever need to budget. And the reason I say that is you need to just change your mind. Just don't spend the money. Like, earlier on the pod, St. John had said, just don't be dumb.
I said stupid, but yes.
And it's the same way with money. So literally from the ages of 17 to 19, I didn't spend a single penny that wasn't absolutely necessary. That wasn't a bill or something I could not avoid buying. No wants, nothing. And I had plenty of money to buy the things that I wanted by doing that. But it showcases, for one, it builds your discipline. But two, I don't know how you can be a man and not just tell yourself something and then do it. And so, I just think, why budget when you could just not spend your money? Why budget when you could just not spend your money? And so, budgeting is so complex. It's so complicated. There's so many nuances, categories, etc. Keep it simple and just don't spend the money.
There you go. Yeah, just don't be stupid.
Don't spend your money.
If
you're gonna spend your money, make it a risk. Make it something that might be an investment. Make it something that might be giving you more money. But, I don't know anybody who has a lot of money who was a budgeter. I just don't know it. And I don't believe in the concept of a budget. It feels restricting. A budget feels like it's compromising myself. It's I just don't subscribe to it. It feels restrictive.
I can see that. I can see how that might be the case. I'm not a huge budgeter. I don't spend a a shit ton of money on stuff I shouldn't. I'm not loaded with a bunch of brand new things. I mean, this shirt was $10, and it's the first shirt I've bought in probably months, you know. But I get caught with the food, you know. Not the meal prepping is a bastard. But I've actually started making the choice to not be stupid. And if I forget my lunch or don't make my lunch, I just don't eat. Saves me money, and also it disciplines me into saying if I'm really going to be miserable and hungry on lunch, maybe I should, you know, plan ahead.
Yeah.
I want to like, you know, not necessarily segue here. It's a little abrupt, but I wonder how many kiddie pools Furman has been able to fill up during the stream.
Many. Yeah.
You guys thought the stream was, you know, just this one layer, but I'm here to tell you it's multifaceted.
But you know, I'm thinking there's more to the budget. There's more. Seasons of life. There should be times where you are very liberal with your spending, and you shouldn't be cheap, and you should get to know what that feels like. You should get to understand the power of just being able to spend without thinking about it. I think if you're a guy who's super good at saving money and can do the first step, they can budget relentlessly, right? They don't have to think about it. They just don't spend their money. But they never cross over to being able to spend liberally. They always feel restricted. They always feel like they have to hold back. That's also wrong. You want to experience at least a period of liberal spending. Seasons. That's my idea of basic money management. Nothing to do with investing or anything like that. Just you need to have seasons of saving and seasons of spending. And obviously you need to spend less than what you're saving. But there's something very irksome to me about someone who can save a lot of money, but is cheap on the small things. That's just as restrictive of mind and spirit to me as the person who can't budget. It's like, okay, well, you can budget, but you're not doing shit with it. Like, you're just kind of like at the mercy of your own money at that point. So, seasons, man. Like, fuck the numbers and the planning. Just pick some seasons to save and spend.
That's actually what we do in my household. We're just like, we're saving for this amount of time.
Yeah.
We're not spending anything extra.
See, I'm more likely to spend when something big comes up. So, like, for example, maybe I haven't really spent money on anything in months, and I get a $3,000 car repair. All of a sudden, I'm like, I need to buy some other shit. It's spending season, baby. Like, it's like it's here. It's it's that time of year.
It's the time.
And so yeah, I try and keep note of that. Also, like, I'm not really trying to start being a spender again, but I see the habit forming, and I don't want it to be spending season. But yeah, I say you keep it seasonal, but you got to be able to do the budget or the discipline season. You got to be able to do the no spend.
I respect this line of thinking. I think this is a lot of light for our viewers at home and for myself. You know, these are good things to have on the brain.
But you don't want
that. Oh, word just got in that Furman is done taking his leak, and he has filled 3 full swimming pools.
I agree with the chat. We got some capping going on tonight.
Oh, what's going
from Frick. I have to agree.
All right, I was going.
Bro, what am I capping about, bro?
I missed a couple.
I said I agree. I said I agree with this line of thought. I said, it's helpful for the viewers.
Not a big spender.
I did not say that.
Bro,
that is cap.
When did you say
I did not say that.
I felt a liar in the room.
Listen, okay?
Sorry about that.
Let me be completely honest and transparent, okay? I do my best to not spend a lot of money. All right? I don't succeed frequently, but I have been doing better.
He's working on it.
Okay? No one knows the contents of my bank account but myself. And we're looking better than I did a while back. I'm just keeping this a private part of my life now. I want it to be something that only I think about. Now,
then people have to guess whether you're saving money or not.
Exactly.
Kinda.
They don't have to. No one needs to know what I've got.
Wait a minute.
going on.
Is that a Tesla cap?
Yeah.
Oh God, there are so many. I missed so many
There's
episodes.
levels to this shit.
What is
Well,
that? Where did that
there's-
come from?
I
There's-
took a piss and now he's drinking from a Tesla cup.
Bro,
he's bit
what?
Furman. He's had a Tesla cup this whole time.
Hey, chat said to give.
Chat, they
Give
disconnected you,
AK
so
a
you
kiss.
couldn't lay into. You
It
couldn't
said,
lay
it
into.
says
They
Frick.
said
give
give-
AK a kiss.
It was Frick. They're saying give Frick.
No, that's saying give. Hey, chat.
Chat,
Who
who
should
needs
Furman
the
kiss?
kiss?
And why is it St. John? Just wait, Furman. It's coming.
Wait,
through,
we're
bro.
waiting
It's
for
coming through.
confirmation. Hold on. Who?
Please,
It's okay.
please, St. John is in need of some loving.
My
No.
lips are so supple.
That was me. I said, who needs the kiss?
But we're talking about seasonal spending, Furman, while you were gone. How we should throw budgeting to the side and just pick seasons to not spend any money, and then a couple more to just spend liberally.
Yeah, you know, that's called holidays, right? You do realize that. Like, I don't spend anything from June.
What are we, British?
These
Holidays?
are two cappers.
I'm not
Yeah.
capping.
We got Furman saying he doesn't spend
Oh.
anything.
Lie.
to spend a lot.
July is freedom as fuck at my house.
Okay, but every other month.
No. It's only the biggins. It's Thanksgiving, Halloween, Christmas, New Year's
So
Eve.
that's why you all.
I've never given
Arbor
a
Day.
Hanukkah card, a Valentine's Day card, a birthday card. You know the kind of cards you give at events? I've never given a fucking gift.
No.
All of you have done the aforementioned, right?
No. Hell no. Hell no. Why?
And have your programs worked?
Because
Yes.
you're fucking pleasers.
No.
Your
Yeah,
plans
exactly.
Furman, if you
The
don't-
big ones
if you
are
don't-
the
if you
ones
aren't
that
selling
matter.
your ability to suck the chrome off a trailer hitch, then we cannot relate.
I could literally suck the dick off your mom. Get the fuck out of my
Oh,
face.
My mom watches this.
I-
Please.
I'm sorry, AK.
Please.
I'm sorry, Frickalicious.
Oh
right.
my god.
It's been light bringing, but you know what can happen if you get too much light?
Sunburn.
Hanukkah.
This.
Oh,
You gotta be careful.
I've been saying all
You
week.
gotta be careful
Do
out
you
there.
got the,
boys.
the one on the lake?
I do, but I can pull it.
It
up.
looks like God thumped Furman in the face, bro.
Okay,
that was funny.
for the class, I went out and I did a little bit of, spiritual finding of myself. And I thought, hey,
This one
Oh,
is
man.
rough, dog. This one's
Jeez.
rough.
you better put up the angry one soon.
The angry one?
The angry one.
He's
I can do
coming
the
for
angry
you.
one. All right, hold on. I'll pull it
But
out.
I with a friend of mine, which the only person that in this room that's gonna get this is Cobalt fucker.
Cobalt. What the fuck?
I'm grappling guy. The only person in this room is going to be the one behind the camera, which would actually piss himself. We went to the most wholesome bachelor party to ever exist. And that includes yours, and all we did at the end of the night was play Smash
Furman,
Bros.
you were the problem with AK's bachelor party, dog.
The problem.
No,
Yeah.
I kept it alive.
Oh, okay.
A
Yeah.
friend of breath shit.
Saint John
air.
opinion here, not relevant. Not.
You weren't even there.
Not even,
Rick.
and I know, and I can already tell that your opinion is not credible.
Why is the photo back? Oh, I get it now.
It's the mad
The
one.
angry one.
It's the angry one.
Bro,
I hate you people.
That is
I hate
some-
this show so much.
You asked for that one. You said you better pull up the angry one. You're
You did,
welcome.
you did ask for that. That's a good point.
I'm gonna elbow this table
So
out.
I've learned tonight that two people on the panel are in fact also great at saving money, and they do not have financial issues.
There's no problems at all.
Yeah.
Mm.
So it's glad to hear that this whole cast is actually really good. Financial literacy runs in the crew.
Let me
Yeah,
be
you
let me
and
be
me.
as clear as possible. Poor in the pockets, rich in the spirit.
Mm.
That's where I abide.
That's what a poor would say.
A poor
True.
us and them. Here we are, guys. Back to the nitty gritty.
Wasn't Furman just talking about eat the rich, guys?
Well,
we gotta
Furman,
destroy
you
the
say
rich.
you don't spend money, but the holidays. Where does your money gets spent?
Oh, alcohol.
Oh,
Like
okay. So
a copious amount.
Okay. Enough to break the bank.
Oh God, break the bank. It's going to grape the bank.
Oh,
All right. I'm sorry. It's going to be hitting a full-on Diddy party. Like, the bank is going to know intimately what baby oil smells like.
Well, that's always good.
Rick, are you okay, baby? It's okay. The baby oil isn't for you.
Thanks,
It's not
thanks,
for you.
man. Thanks for the sweet caresses. Well, guys, it's been a hell of a light show. It's your main man, Frickalicious, and don't trip in the darkness. You feel me? Love you guys.
I can't fucking stand you people, but you know what? Stay positive, test negative.
As always, be in the light and spend seasonally
Mm.
and save.
And
And
drink
drink water.
drink some water, y'all.
Oh, drink water, drink water, drink water, bitch. 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 Brush your teeth every day. Oh, don't play too many games. Oh, only 3 hours a day. Oh, respect your parents. Okay. Oh, love your mom, love your dad. Always say please and thank you. Oh, if you say words like fucking shit, I'll come to your house and spank you. Oh.